and welcome to your show, just for you. And this is your man, Sonny Wayne Fella. It is amazing to be with you today, and I'm so grateful that you could join me because you, my subscribers, have been very patient with me. And those of you who tune in once in a while, I want to say thank you. And thanks to all of you, my subscribers. Today we have a very important message for you. This is my take on the situation that we see in Liberia today. Some time ago, the Inspector General of Police and his group of leaders came up with a decision, which I hail greatly because we see that Monrovia was becoming or had become a village in a sense, so to speak. The previous government, when they give a decree or they decide to stop certain things that they felt was not right, that was normal in our country, when the people rise up and protest, they reverted to changing or dismissing that decision that was made. And that was very sad because if you have a government and you are the leader, if you decide to make a decision concerning the lives of your people, the well-being of your people, and you revert to changing that decision, it gives the people the courage, the enthusiasm, the strength to go and fight against you through the process of protests. Okay? And I realized that during the former regime, when the decree came out or mandate came out that motorbikes riders should not ride their motorbikes on certain major streets and they should put on certain attire, the motorbike riders got together and they said they were going to protest. And because of that, the government changed its mind and allowed them to carry as many as 4, 5, 6 people on their motorbikes, causing series of death and harm to our people. The same thing with the taxi drivers. Everyone, even the situation with the Minister of Defense, when the women, army wives got together and started to block roads and protest, we see that decisions were being changed and reverted. So today we find in Monrovia, every little thing that goes on, people go and protest and say, I won't vote for you next time. Or they will rip your t-shirt that you give them. And people in leadership become nervous and they just change their mind overnight. And I just want to remind us, it just happened again. In this regime, Joseph Boycott's and JKK regime, it just happened again. They said that motorbike riders should not ride on certain streets in Monrovia, especially downtown and Sinker area and from Freeport to Monrovia to the city center. But then the vice president called the inspector general to his office and told them that they shouldn't do it because of what? Because he wants to run 2029. And if they get these people annoyed, these motorbike riders annoyed, because we understand estimated number of them is about 150,000, as they say. I don't seem to believe it, but that's what it is said. So now they are afraid that if they stop these motorbike riders from riding wherever they want and do whatever they want, then 2029 comes, they will not vote for them. Because many of them will say, we voted for Joseph Boycott and this is what he's doing to us. We voted for JKK and this is what he's doing to us. So we don't even understand. They're just trying to damage us to cause us to suffer. But I just want us to understand that sometimes we need to make sacrifices. And when we make decisions, we must stand by our decision. That's why when you are a leader and you want to make decisions, you need to think about it. Pray about it. Okay? Sleep on it. Don't just get up one morning and start to make decisions because it is so embarrassing. It is not honest. It is not trustworthy. If you, a leader, begin to change your mind the 11th hour, or change your mind when you have already made or decree, or you have already said something or give a mandate. That's when people tend to have lack of respect for you. People won't respect you because they feel that if you give a mandate and they go and riot, or they go and protest, or they go and make some statements here and there, you are going to revert to what was going on before, and because of that, they're not going to respect you. So I want us to understand as leaders, before you make decision, think about it, pray about it. Make sure that this decision you are going to make will stand, and you stand by it. Let your word be your bond. Do not change regardless of the circumstances. Yeah, we see a lot of people walking in Monrovia from place to place because there are no motorbikes in certain areas. No, that's not the point. There's no motorbikes. The point is the motorbike riders don't want to listen. They don't want to abide by the rules and regulations given to them by the leadership of the Republic of Liberia. Wear your helmet. The one who ride with you, give them a helmet. Wear a light-looking jacket so that people will see you, or bright-looking jacket actually, so that they will know you and have numbers on it. So when somebody steals somebody's cell phone or their handbag or whatever, that number can actually tell who that person is. It is a good idea. But the motorbike riders don't want to abide by these rules and regulations, and because of that, the mass is going to suffer. But you know what? Sometimes we have to bear these consequences in order for change to come. Change is not easy. Change is difficult. But I want to show you a little video, and I will show it to you as time goes by, of things that are happening in Monrovia, which I'm very satisfied with. And I just hope and pray that the police, the authority, will stand their ground and continue to do this until it gets in our schools as motorbike riders or citizens of our country. Because many a times when decisions are made, they go back to changing those decisions to the old decisions. And that is hurting our country today. This is a new government. They have come in with a new style, which I'm somewhat pleased with. But changing their mind when they make decisions is wrong. They need to stand by themselves and say, you know what? This is the decision we made, and we're not going to change it. And if you do that, people begin to respect those of you who are in leadership. But if you go back on your word and they think that protesting can change your mind, whatever you do and they don't like it, they're going to say we're going to protest. And if you change your mind, you are only hurting your reputation. You are hurting the people of Liberia, and you are hurting the country of Liberia. Liberia must be kept a decent country. Now we give a lot of people the chance to buy buses and taxis to run the streets of Monrovia if motorbikes can ply certain streets because of the disobedient or rebellious attitude of our motorbike and riders, those who own motorbikes. So this is my take on what is going on in Liberia at this time. And I want to say, could you leave me a comment? Tell me what you think about what's happening in Liberia. Tell me, because I want to know. We need to join hands to make our country a better place. That those who live there can live a more fruitful and good life. And those of us in the diaspora, when we return home, we can live a life worth living. Not a life where motorbike riders and drivers are being killed every day. Every day, 6 days a week, there are 6 of them dead with those that are riding behind them. And that is sad for our people. So please leave me a comment. Subscribers, keep up the good works. And those of you who have not subscribed, I want you to please subscribe. I have not hit my target yet. I still have a few more to go. So I just leave it up to you. So please watch my video to the end. And may God richly bless you. Bye for now.